How's it going, everybody? Welcome back into another video. It's the end of the month. It's actually like midway through July almost, but I've been busy. I've been working, just didn't really have any time to come on to the YouTubes and talk about what I did in the month of June, but that's what we're doing today. Hope y'all are having a great day. Hope y'all are having a great month so far. Yeah, a lot happened in June that I'm trying to remember. But yeah, it was a really good month, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell you what happened, what movies I watched, what I bought. I'll show you all that today. First off, what did I do? Worked a lot. NBA free agency, NBA draft all happened, started during the month of June, and I had a lot of hands-on time with the Chat Sports crew. Putting on NBA Draft. I executive produced that. I produced our free agency coverage, and it was great. It was really awesome. Proud of the work we did. I think it was really well done, and we're still kind of in that grind right now. That's why I haven't been able to record this video, because it's been very there's been a lot going on, which has been good. It's been good. It's been a good time. I've had a lot more responsibilities with some of our ad stuff as well. So getting more responsibility. Feeling good about that. Going to continue to grow at the company, which is very nice, and I've really enjoyed the last few weeks. It's been long days, long grinds, but it's all good, you know. In the end, it's a lot of we have a lot of fun, and it's good work, which I enjoy. So that's kind of been the biggest thing, and that's what I'll say like every month now. Is just like I work a lot because I love my job, and I'm always thinking about my job and want to continue to put out good content over there. So that's the first thing. Second thing is been on a bunch of dates. Sarah, if you're watching, shout out. Like I said last month, Jack got game. I still got game. Been on some more dates, had a lot of fun. It's been great. It's been great to be more social, get out there more, not just sit in my apartment or go to movies. To actually go out has been fun. So that's been a really great time, and I've had a lot of fun with that. And the last thing is my sister came to visit, which was great. We went and saw Logic perform, which was awesome. I'll probably put some videos or photos up for this. And that was really great. We had a lot of fun. He did like an Eras type tour like Taylor Swift's doing, where he kind of went through his entire discography and did like the greatest hits, which was awesome, because my sister and I have been a fan of his for like 7 or 8 years now. So we've been around since like The Incredible True Story. Which is still my favorite album of all time. So that was really awesome. It's always good to see the sis. I'm going to see her in August as well, and I'll talk about that in my August video. It's going to be a lot of fun, so that was really cool to have her out here. She was out here for a day and a half, but we went and saw The Flash while she was here, and then we went and saw Logic, which was a lot of fun. And that was actually her graduation gift, because she graduated college, which I talked about in the May video. All right, what did I watch this month? Actually, when I went back, I was surprised, because June like kind of flew by. The year has like flown by. So I was a little surprised at how much I actually watched, because there were a lot of new releases that came out. So I'm going to run through them kind of quickly, I think. I'm not going to talk a lot about them. Some of these I did videos for. And yeah, we'll move on. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was the first thing I saw. I did a video on this. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I gave it a 97 out of 100. If you want to hear my full thoughts on this film, go watch that video. It's like, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes long, about why I think it's one of the best movies of the year. It is. It's tied for first with John Wick Chapter 4. It's an incredible movie. It's just so good. I watched Sanctuary, which is a steamy kind of one location type movie, psychological thriller, starring Margaret Qualley and Christopher Abbott, who are absolutely incredible in the project. They're so good. It's their dynamic that carries. It's both of them in one location the entire time. And you got to have the performances carry, and they absolutely did. Really great direction and production design, and the writing is so sinister and so like it tears at you and kind of like grinds at you, which I really, it was really good. I thought that was really great. It's not safe for work. It's not. Some of the things that are talked about here are not safe for work, but I think Succession peeps in specific might actually get a kick out of this movie and enjoy it. I'm someone that loves Succession. I did a video on it if you haven't seen it. There's some dynamics there kind of like Succession, which I was like, oh, I picked up on that. That's pretty interesting. I gave it an 84 out of 100. It's pretty good. Check it out if you haven't. I believe it's on streaming or it's on VOD now. Yeah. Then the one movie I watched that was not a new release was Okja from Bong Joon-ho. I thought it was really good. I gave it an 88 out of 100. The writing's pretty solid. I think the performances in general are very solid as well. It's got a lot of really interesting themes and things that are executed. I am a little faded. I watched it on June 4th. It is now July 9th, so I don't remember everything, but what I remember is it was very well directed. I think Bong Joon-ho continues to just prove that he is so good in the director chair behind the camera. I think the performances here are very compelling, and a lot of really, like, I watched the movie because I saw the cast list, but like how much these cast members had to do was very interesting to me, and it takes a very, very deep and kind of real look at like the horrors of like meat production and things like that. It's terrifying to see at some points, but it's like this is a movie that everyone should see. But yeah, I think very well done. I give it an 88 out of 100. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend you check it out. Then I watched Reality, which came out on HBO, I believe Max. I think it was Max, yeah. Starring Sydney Sweeney. Very impressive overall. I gave it an 81 out of 100. I think it's solid. It's a good movie. Sydney Sweeney is the powerhouse here. Like it's another like one location film, and she carries it with her performance, and it's just so good. The writing's fascinating. So basically, what this is about is, I guess, someone who leaked government secrets to the press, and the script itself is the actual transcripts from the audio recording when the FBI came and interrogated her. So the script is verbatim the audio transcript. That's so fascinating. I've never seen something done like that before. That added a level of authenticity to it that I really, really liked. Just kind of knowing that was what it was. I think it's got some nice pacing, and it's a very intriguing premise. Not doing anything extraordinary besides the script, which was very interesting. But it is a quality streaming movie. Like it's a quality streaming movie. Like I said, I give it an 81 out of 100. It gets the job done. It's fairly solid overall. I watched Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Didn't know what to expect. The trailers hooked me. I was actually fairly interested. It's generic. It's bland. It's wanting to be a Marvel movie, especially in the third act. It's got all of those classic tropes that kind of at this point just make me kind of roll my eyes. But I did have some fun. I won't lie. I like the Transformers CGI. I think that's really good. I dug the performances overall. Like the performances overall, I actually really enjoyed. I didn't think that there was really any performances that were bad. Like some of the themes that were used about, everyone coming together and fighting and things like that. Those are generic kind of like superhero and action tropes. I get it, but like it worked for me. I thought it was okay overall. And like I said already, kind of with the CGI, but just the use of the Transformers was cool. The way that they move, the way that they transform, the way that they like shape shift to like, when they in the fights and stuff, like was really cool to me. And yeah, but it's a fairly forgettable movie. I haven't thought about it since I left the theater. But overall, it was fun. I gave it a 76 out of 100. So it's middle of the road. It's not horrible. It's not great. It is what it be. Then I watched Flamin' Hot, which I wanted to see. I saw it at I saw that it was at South by Southwest, and everyone was raving about it. And I was so excited to see it, and I really liked it. It is just delightful. It's the feel-good movie of the summer, in my opinion. If you have not watched it, it's on Hulu right now. Go watch it. It's about the guy that invented the Flamin' Hot Cheeto, which I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. The direction from Eva Longoria is impressive. I believe it is her directorial debut, and if that's the case, it was very well done. The writing is incredibly impactful. It's one of the movies where you already know what's going to happen, but that just adds, to the feel-good story, because you know that he will succeed, and it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So that's something that I really liked. The cast is charming across the board. I really, really like this cast. I think that they were all really, really good. And I love the storytelling structure and editing. People do that type of structure and editing all the time. I'm not going to spoil it because it's it was a pleasant surprise for me. People do that all the time, and it's hard to execute in a way that does not seem tacky and kind of cringe and kind of cheesy, but they nailed it here. It really worked. I gave it an 85 out of 100. I really, really enjoyed it. Then I watched Asteroid City early with Sarah on a date, which I talked about earlier in the video. We went to Asteroid City early, which was awesome. She actually got the tickets and stuff, which was really cool. I was like, oh, this is sick. It's really good Wes Anderson. It is. This is a highly divisive movie from what I've seen. I'm on the side of really enjoyed it. It's probably his most contemplative and emotional film overall. I know people are like, oh, all his movies are about the meaning of life, blah, blah, blah. But like, if you actually like listen to what's being said and you look at like, especially the ending of the movie, there's some really impactful and contemplative writing there that I at least really connected to and thought was really well done. Because I understand. I've seen Wes's entire filmography. Like, I understand the critiques about like the dull, not the dullness, but the kind of hollowness of his writing at some points. But I thought here at least there was some really great stuff to take away from it. Tom Hanks does feel a little bit out of place. I know some people love Tom Hanks in this movie. I didn't. I thought he felt a little out of place. But the rest of the cast is fantastic. I think Scarlett Johansson in particular, making her live action debut, I believe, on a Wes Anderson film, she killed it, especially as one of the leads. If you love Wes Anderson, I think you'll like this, but although I've seen some Wes Anderson fans not like this, so I put that in my Letterboxd review. But I don't know. I've seen kind of a divisive kind of middle ground. I'm not really sure. Beautiful production design as always. The technical is flawless. It's a Wes Anderson film. You know what you're gonna get. I gave it a 91 out of 100. It's a solid movie. I really enjoyed it. I'll give it a watch. I don't know. Then I watched The Flash. It finally came out. It's been years and years and years and years and years. One, it's forgettable because I have not thought about this movie once since I left the theater. But it's okay. It's not the greatest superhero comic book movie of all time, like people were saying. It's definitely not. There's a lot of issues with it. The emotion works, of course. Some situational emotion at the end. It works really well. I won't lie. The action at points is nice. The third act is, kind of what you expect from a movie like this. It's okay. But I think some of the other action throughout the movie works. I think the opening sequence is really good. I won't lie. I know a lot of people are saying it's good. I agree. I think it's really good. I think it's probably the best part of the movie, in my opinion. And the performances did land. They did. That's all I'll say about that. I'm not going to get any deeper into that. They landed, in my opinion. That's all I'll say. The writing, though, is overflowing. It's too much happening. There's too much happening here. It's overflowing with jokes. Yeah. It's like one of those James Gunn movies. Or not even James Gunn. James Gunn actually does it well. It's one of the Taika Waititi movies. It's overflowing with comedy. A lot of it lands, of course, because a blind squirrel is going to find a nut every now and then. But a lot of it is like, what are we doing here? Let's continue with the sad story. There's too much going on. I don't mind the third act with all the cameos. I actually thought that was cool. Like, my mind wasn't blown, but I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like, I didn't think like it didn't work. Like, people are like saying like, oh, it's too much. No, like it was fine. I don't know why people are making a big deal about it. Like, it was fine. And there are CGI problems. I'm not talking about like the running. Like, I kind of understood what the director was saying about that. Like, that makes sense. But there's like some other CGI here that just is kind of jarringly PS2 quality, not good. And that's not like, I know they work really, really hard on these movies. I know. But like, it just wasn't great at times. But overall, I think that the word to describe this is fine. The movie is fine. It's not anything great. It's not the greatest comic book movie of all time. There's some nice cameos. There's some cool things that happen. I really like Michael Keaton in this movie. I think he's fantastic. But it's there's a lot of issues with it too. And there's some really nice heart, some really great emotion, but in the end, it's just fine. 76 out of 100. I'm glad I watched it. Will I watch it again? Probably, but it is what it be. Excuse me, got a little tickle on my throat, and I'm not going to edit that out. Extraction 2. Damn, this movie absolutely rocked my socks off. It's incredible. The one take. I know everyone talks about the one take. They talk about the oneer. I know. There's a reason why, because it's so good. It's a feat of filmmaking. It really is. People call it tacky. People call it too much. People are like, why? It's just a gimmick. It's good filmmaking. And if people don't want to say that, I just don't think they're right on that take. Like, it's great filmmaking. It worked with the story. It wasn't, like, just out of bounds. Like, it worked. It worked. It's an incredible feat of action filmmaking. It really is. I'm sorry. I caved. I think it is. That's just me. The writing is pretty generic in plot. I won't lie. The villain's generic. There's a lot of tropes that, like, you're like, okay, yep. Called it. Yep, knew that was going to happen. Yep. There's some writing issues. I won't lie about that in general. It's not what this movie is, though. I will say, though, on the writing side, I did like some of the character development. The first movie didn't have as much of that. This movie, we dive more into the characters and their pasts and kind of how we know them and things like that. Like, I liked that here. I know some people said that the writing in general is just hollow and doesn't have any substance. I disagree with that a little bit. And I actually enjoyed a lot of the performances too. I think Chris Hemsworth was made to play this character, and I think he was really, really good. Sam Hargrave, I think we just got to talk about it, guys. Can we just talk about how Sam Hargrave is a very impressive director? He is. He's really good. Action director. Like, he's good. He is. I'm sorry. Being a stuntman, you're bringing that experience over with you. That's just invaluable. It's just really great. I'm very excited for the future of this franchise. I know everyone's like, oh, franchises, boo, boo, boo. This is going to be these movies are made to be a franchise. And I'm so excited to see the future. 86 out of 100. Damn good. You know what was even better, though? Past Lives. Holy crap. This movie's so good. It's a beautiful film about love, fate, timing, the decisions we make in our lives. Very contemplative, I know, but the writing just works. It slaps you in the face and makes you want to cry. I really liked it. Incredibly impressive directorial debut from Celine Song. The direction is beautiful. It's gorgeous to look at. But also, the thing I like so much is that you feel like you're walking side by side with our characters on the streets of New York. You really do. You feel like you're part of that relationship. You feel like you're part of the story. I really liked that. I thought it was executed phenomenally well. The performances are absolutely stellar. Greta Lee carries this. She is phenomenal. She is fantastic. She is all of the above. She's so good in this movie. I love the score. It's very emotional. Believe the hype, guys. It's another banger from A24. I gave it a 92 out of 100. You gotta watch it because it's just that good. To round it out, first off, I watched Elemental on another date. Yes. And I'll just say Carl's Date, the short film played before it, I gave it an 87 out of 100. I almost cried. Tears. Really good. Really liked it. You watched that on front of Elemental, but then Elemental itself. I had a good time. I did. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it would be good because it's Pixar, because they're like always pretty much good. But I wasn't sure. I had my reservations. I didn't know. Pixar continues to push the limits of animation. This movie's gorgeous. They are always finding new ways to kind of make us think about life through animation. And while Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was playing with different styles of animation, which was gorgeous, and again, watch that video if you've not already. I made it. It's incredible. This one was, how do we take like elements, humanize them, and how do they interact with each? Like, I liked that. Like, that was really, it was creative to me. It was something I could have never thought of, and I thought that that was just so good. The story is fun. They're doing something they've never done before. They're shifting into the rom-com, which I thought was really nice. It was sweet. It was fun. It had the emotion that you want. Some really nice themes here. I think there's some very important lessons that are learned, and they mostly landed. They did, and you get that classic emotion. I will say it's not extraordinary. It's not top-tier Pixar. It's not doing like anything that's gonna knock your socks off, but They, again, continue to push the limit with animation. I love that they're going into other genres, and it's a very likable movie. I think families will love it. I think, couples will really like it as well. It's a fun movie. Go give it a watch for Pixar. I know they've been kind of tanking a little bit in terms of box office and stuff, but it's pretty good. 81 out of 100. I thought it did the job. All right, that's it. It's time for what everyone's here for. We're already 20 minutes in. Thank you for watching. Here we go. It's time for the Blu Ray Haul. Five this month, but they're all really good. And it's quality over quantity this month, and I'm very happy with what I got. First up, The Covenant. I really like this movie. I talked about it in a monthly recap a few months ago. It's really good. It is. It's a really solid war movie from Guy Ritchie. I picked it up because I really liked it. I think Jake Gyllenhaal and Darcy Lee both are phenomenal in this movie. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. By far my biggest surprise of the year so far. I dug the hell out of this movie. There's not much to say. Just watch it if you haven't already. It's just so good. Avatar on 4K. I have it on Blu-ray, but come on, it's Avatar. You gotta have it on 4K. This movie's great. It pushes the limits of everything we know in filmmaking. I had to pick it up on 4K. I had to. I just had to. But the much better Avatar: The Way of Water. I prefer the sequel over the original. Both really good, but I really like the sequel, I would say, a lot better. I did a video on it at the end of the year. Go watch that. There's not much to say. It's fucking incredible. Excuse my French. Avatar: The Way of Water. And then to round it out, my favorite movie of the year, John Wick Chapter 4. I love this damn movie. It's so good. The fire-breathing shotgun overhead sequence is one of the best sequences I've seen in years. There's not much more I need to say here. It's just damn good, and I picked it up. That's it, guys. This is a longer one, but I just wanted to talk to you guys and say what's up and kind of just hang and chill. I appreciate you all for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already. It means the absolute world. Like, comment, do all those things. Let me know what you picked up this month. Let me know what you watched in the month of June. And yeah, this, like I said in my last video, this is my Super Bowl month, guys. Super Bowl month. Oppenheimer, Barbie, Mission Impossible. Yeah, all the things are happening. You're gonna get videos, I promise. I'm gonna be pumping out a little more content than I usually do because I got a really good feeling about these movies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you're looking forward to watching this month. I'm actually going to see Mission Impossible the day you're watching this. On Monday. I'm gonna go see it tonight after work. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm actually, at the time I'm recording this, I just finished Mission Impossible 3. I got 3 more to watch today, so I gotta go and I gotta get ready to finish the last 3. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around on the channel. It does mean the absolute world. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you in the next video.